The fun and the excitement of scholastic and collegiate athletics that is so far away from the realism of the professional boxing ring. The boxing ring itself tells much about boxing. It's a square, of course, and it's not a ring. And while boxing has always been fraught with controversy, at one time being banned in this nation, it's an irrefutable fact. Boxing has always been a way up and a way out for the bottom of our society. Immigrants and ethnic groups have fought, bled, and yes, they have died in rings just like this, fighting, and often desperately, for the next rung up on the social and economic ladder. There were Irishmen like Gentleman Jim Corbett and Jim Bradley. Billy Conn and Jack Dempsey were great box office as they were assimilated into the mainstream of society. In the early 1900s, sons of immigrant Jews like Benny Leonard, Barney Ross, and Maxie Rosenblum battled their way to fame and fortune. And who could forget the great Italian champions, like heavyweight Rocky Marciano, here pounding Ezzard Charles, Rocky Graziano, Willie Pep, Carmen Basilio, Jake LaMotta, and Tony Canzonero. There have been so many Puerto Ricans who have battled their way up, like the great Jose Torres and Carlos Ortiz, Wilfred Benitez, and Wilfredo Gomez. All were proud fighting champions. Long before Jackie Robinson broke baseball's color line, black Americans like Joe Louis were true American heroes. Sugar Ray Robinson, Archie Moore, and Muhammad Ali all fought for equality each time they entered the ring. Following in that tradition is a young man who has had 23 professional fights and scored 23 consecutive wins, 21 by knockout. His mentor, Cus D'Amato, told him, when you enter that ring, you always move forward, and he has never stopped. Many consider him the heir apparent to the heavyweight crown. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, weighing in at 215 pounds from Catskill, New York, Michael Tyson. His opponent from Las Vegas, Anthony Davis. Your referee for this one-round exhibition is the New York State Athletic Commissioner and former light heavyweight champion, Jose Torres. Mike could easily become the youngest heavyweight ever to win the title. Floyd Patterson was 21 years and 10 months old when he took the title with a win over Archie Moore, and that was back in 1956. Mike was taken under the wing of the legendary boxing manager Cus D'Amato when he was 13 years old. Cus, who managed Floyd Patterson, believed a heavyweight should include in his talent elusiveness. To help develop this, he would not allow his fighters to wear headgear in training. Mike is elusive, all right, but he's stunning with either hand, knocking out 11 opponents with left hooks and 10 with straight rights. Cus D'Amato was more than a manager to Mike. He legally adopted Mike when he was 16 years old. It was a lifelong trait of the shy and retiring Cus. While he was recognized as a great fight manager, he also believed strongly in the intellectual development of his fighters. Floyd Patterson, as well as Jose Torres, would tell you Cus taught them as much about life on the street as he did about boxing in the ring. Mike is now being trained by Kevin Rooney, while his managers are boxing historian Jimmy Jacobs, a former handball world champion, and Bill Caton. That is Mike Tyson in the tights. So strong. He wears those tights to keep the legs warm. You can sense there's a quiet confidence in Mike Tyson and Jimmy Jacobs. Quiet confidence that Mike will become the heavyweight champion, and in doing so eliminate all the confusion at the top of boxing's most prestigious weight category. Mike's last fight was against Michael Cia. He'll fight again next Friday night against Lorenzo Boyd. Then 2 weeks later, it'll be Marvin Frazier, Marvis Frazier, the son of the former heavyweight champion Joe Frazier. A fight every 2 weeks is the schedule, the goal. Now well in sight, the heavyweight title, and at the age of 20. Mike Tyson.